Welcome to your detailed daily horoscope for Virgo on May 6, 2025. I'm sensing this is a particularly significant day for all Virgos, with multiple planetary shifts creating a complex but potentially rewarding energy landscape for you to navigate. Let's dive deep into what the stars have in store for you today. The cosmic spotlight today falls directly on your sector of career and public reputation as Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a powerful trine with Saturn in your house of daily work and service. This alignment doesn't happen often, and when it does, it brings a special clarity of thought and precision to your professional endeavors. You may find that your analytical abilities are heightened today, allowing you to solve problems that have been lingering for weeks or even months. Meanwhile, the moon in Capricorn is activating your fifth house of creativity and self-expression, forming a productive sextile with Venus in your ninth house of higher learning and exploration. This beautiful aspect infuses your practical Virgo nature with a touch of adventurous energy, encouraging you to think outside the box and consider approaches that might normally seem too risky or unconventional for your taste. It's worth noting that Mars is currently transiting through Aries in your eighth house of shared resources and transformation. This position can intensify matters related to joint finances, investments, or intimate relationships. Today specifically, Mars forms a challenging square with Pluto, suggesting potential power struggles or deep emotional revelations that could emerge in these areas. While this might sound intimidating, remember that, as a Virgo, you have the innate ability to approach complex situations with methodical problem-solving skills. In your relationships, both romantic and platonic, communication takes center stage today. With Mercury's influence so strong, misunderstandings from previous weeks may finally clear up, especially if you've been patient enough to wait for the right moment to address them. For Virgos in committed relationships, this is an excellent day to have those deeper conversations about future plans and shared responsibilities. Single Virgos might find themselves attracted to someone who stimulates them intellectually rather than just emotionally or physically. Professionally, this is not just another workday. The Saturn-Mercury trine I mentioned earlier creates a perfect atmosphere for presenting ideas to authority figures or requesting additional responsibilities. Your attention to detail will be particularly appreciated, and something you've been working on methodically for some time may finally receive the recognition it deserves. If you've been considering asking for a promotion or taking on a leadership role, the stars are aligning in your favor today. Financially, today calls for careful review rather than impulsive action. With Jupiter currently in your second house of personal resources, but forming a quincunx with Neptune, there's a risk of overlooking important details or being somewhat unrealistic about monetary matters. Take extra time to double-check figures, especially before making significant purchases or investments. Your natural Virgo thoroughness will serve you well if you remember to apply it. Health-wise, today's energy configuration suggests paying particular attention to your digestive system, which is often a sensitive area for Virgos anyway. The tension between Mars and Pluto could manifest as stress that affects your stomach or intestines. Counteract this by incorporating mindfulness practices into your day, perhaps taking short breaks to breathe deeply or practice brief meditation. Herbal teas, particularly those with ginger or peppermint, might be especially soothing today. On a spiritual level, the Sun's position in Taurus continues to illuminate your ninth house of philosophy and higher meaning. This placement encourages you to look beyond the details that often consume your attention and consider the bigger picture of your life's journey. What larger purpose do your daily efforts serve? How do your methodical approaches to life's challenges reflect your deeper values? These questions may arise naturally throughout the day and deserve your consideration. A particularly noteworthy aspect today is Uranus in your ninth house, forming a supportive trine with the North Node in your communication sector. This cosmic connection suggests unexpected insights or revelations that could shift your perspective in significant ways. Be open to surprising sources of wisdom, whether they come through conversations, something you read, or even a random thought that seems to arrive from nowhere. Socially, you might feel a bit torn today. Part of you craves deeper, meaningful one-on-one interaction, while another part feels drawn to broader social connections or group activities. This reflects the opposition between Venus in your ninth house and Neptune in your third house. Finding balance may be challenging, but consider that quality of interaction is more important than quantity today. One profound conversation will likely be more satisfying than hours of surface-level socializing. Your perfectionist tendencies might be triggered today by a challenging aspect between the moon and your ruling planet Mercury. You may find yourself being overly critical of your own efforts or achievements. Remember to apply the same compassion to yourself that you so readily offer to others. Progress, not perfection, should be your mantra, especially when you feel the urge to revise or redo something that's already adequate. For Virgos feeling creatively blocked, today offers a potential breakthrough. The moon in your fifth house of creativity forms a helpful aspect with Uranus, the planet of innovation and unexpected developments. This could manifest as a sudden inspiration or a novel approach to a creative project that's been stagnating. Don't dismiss ideas that seem too unusual at first glance. They might contain the seed of something truly exceptional. Regarding your home and family life, today may bring some tensions to the surface, particularly around issues of control or organization. This reflects Pluto's ongoing transit through your fourth house. If family members or housemates seem especially stubborn today, try to approach disagreements with a spirit of compromise rather than insisting on your way being the right way. Remember that different people have different systems that work for them. For Virgos dealing with any legal or bureaucratic matters, today's planetary alignments favor methodical preparation over rushed action. With Mercury trining Saturn, your ability to follow procedures correctly and attend to every detail is enhanced. This is an excellent day for organizing paperwork, researching regulations, or preparing for any formal proceedings or applications. Your intuition deserves special attention today, dear Virgo. While you typically rely on logical analysis and practical evidence, the Neptune influences active now suggest that your subconscious mind is processing information in ways your conscious mind might not immediately recognize. Pay attention to hunches or gut feelings, particularly regarding people's true intentions or motivations. Looking at potential challenges today, the Mars-Pluto square I mentioned earlier could trigger some deeper emotional responses, particularly around issues of control or vulnerability. You might find yourself feeling unusually territorial or protective of your resources or personal space. Awareness is the first step to managing these energies. Recognize when you're reacting from a place of insecurity rather than rational assessment. On a more positive note, today holds excellent potential for learning and skill development. The Taurus sun in your ninth house creates a supportive environment for expanding your knowledge, whether through formal education or self-directed study. Additionally, the Mercury-Saturn trine helps you retain and practically apply new information. If there's a skill you've been wanting to master, today's energy supports focused, disciplined learning approaches. For Virgos engaged in healing work, whether professional or personal, today offers powerful insights. The Chiron-Venus sextile activates a connection between your houses of transformation and philosophy, suggesting that understanding the deeper meaning behind pain or challenges can be particularly therapeutic now. Sometimes connecting the dots between past experiences and current patterns provides the key to moving forward. As the day progresses, you might notice your energy levels fluctuating more than usual. This reflects the moon's journey through your fifth house and its aspects to other planets throughout the day. Plan your schedule accordingly if possible, tackling detailed work during your natural energy peaks and allowing for more creative or reflective activities during lower energy periods. In conclusion, May 6, 2025, offers Virgo a day of practical progress supported by unexpected insights and deeper understanding. The planetary alignments favor methodical approaches combined with openness to new perspectives. Your natural talents for analysis and improvement are highlighted, but so too is your capacity for growth beyond your comfort zone. Your affirmation for today: I balance attention to detail with appreciation for the bigger picture, finding wisdom in both the specific and the universal. Carry this thought with you through the day, dear Virgo, and watch how it transforms your experience of the cosmic energies at play. On May 6, 2025, the planetary alignment creates a fascinating celestial landscape for Virgos. The Sun continues its journey through Taurus, activating your ninth house of higher knowledge, philosophy, and long-distance travel. This position encourages you to expand your horizons intellectually and perhaps consider educational opportunities or travel plans that broaden your perspective. The grounding Taurus energy complements your analytical nature, helping you absorb new concepts with practical application in mind. Mercury, your ruling planet, will be positioned in Aries in your eighth house of shared resources and transformation. This creates a mentally energetic approach to financial partnerships and intimate connections. You may find yourself speaking more directly about topics usually kept private, particularly regarding investments or shared assets. Venus graces Gemini in your 10th house of career and public reputation on this date, bringing a charming, sociable energy to your professional interactions. Colleagues and superiors will be particularly receptive to your ideas, and your attention to detail will be especially appreciated in collaborative projects. Mars in Pisces occupies your 7th house of partnerships, infusing your one-on-one relationships with a dreamy, compassionate energy. While this placement can create some confusion around boundaries, it also opens you to greater empathy and understanding of others' perspectives. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance, continues its journey through Cáncer in your 11th house of community and future goals. This supportive placement strengthens your network and brings opportunities through friends or group associations. Pay attention to casual conversations today. They may contain seeds of future collaborations. Saturn in Pisces creates a somewhat challenging aspect to your Virgo energy, occupying your 7th house alongside Mars. This brings a serious tone to partnerships and may highlight responsibilities within relationships. The lesson here involves finding balance between practical concerns and emotional needs. Uranus in Gemini forms a trine to your Virgo sun, creating innovative energy around your career sector. Unexpected opportunities or recognition may come your way, particularly if you've been developing specialized skills or knowledge. Neptune in Aries forms a square to your Virgo placements, which can create some mental fog around financial matters or shared resources. Double-check details and be wary of making major financial decisions based on incomplete information today. Pluto in Aquarius occupies your 6th house of daily work and health routines, continuing a long-term transformation of how you approach efficiency and wellness. Today's aspect between Pluto and your ruler Mercury creates an opportunity to gain profound insights about how your communication patterns affect your productivity. The moon transits Scorpio in your 3rd house of communication and local environment on this day, deepening your already perceptive nature and enhancing your ability to read between the lines in conversations. You may feel emotionally drawn to investigate matters thoroughly before making decisions. The North Node in Aries continues to direct your evolutionary path toward greater financial independence and emotional courage. Today's alignment encourages taking calculated risks that align with your authentic values, even if they require stepping outside your comfort zone. Chiron, the wounded healer, in Aries forms a challenging aspect to your Virgo energy, potentially triggering sensitivities around self-worth or financial autonomy. However, this also presents an opportunity to heal old wounds related to dependency or resourcefulness. The asteroid Pallas, Athena, associated with pattern recognition and strategic thinking, forms a harmonious aspect to your Sun today, enhancing your already considerable problem-solving abilities. Look for elegant solutions that others might miss. The overall planetary picture for Virgo on May 6, 2025, suggests a day where your mental acuity is heightened, particularly around professional matters and shared resources. The positions of Mercury and Venus create a favorable environment for both detailed work and social connections, while the Taurus Sun provides the stability you naturally appreciate. While Neptune's influence may create some uncertainty, your ruling planet Mercury's position gives you the tools to navigate any confusion with careful investigation and analysis. As May 6, 2025 unfolds, Virgo, your communication landscape appears particularly dynamic. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter, creating an exceptional window for intellectual expression. Your thoughts flow with unusual clarity today, allowing you to articulate complex concepts that might normally remain trapped in your analytical mind. This planetary support brings precision to your words without sacrificing warmth or accessibility. You're striking that perfect balance between detailed explanation and engaging delivery. The morning hours prove especially fruitful for important conversations. With Mercury's influence strongest before noon, schedule any presentations, crucial discussions, or writing tasks during this period. You'll notice your vocabulary expanding effortlessly, with just the right terms coming to mind when needed. Technical topics that typically require careful explanation seem to flow naturally from you today, making this an excellent time for teaching, training others, or explaining specialized information. For Virgos in professional settings, communication with authority figures receives cosmic support. Your ability to present ideas concisely while addressing potential concerns in advance impresses those in leadership positions. If you've been waiting for the right moment to propose new initiatives or request resources, this planetary alignment offers ideal conditions. Your thoughts are organized, your delivery confident without appearing arrogant. Digital communications benefit from unexpected clarity today. Emails and messages that might normally require multiple revisions seem to flow perfectly on the first draft. Your ability to anticipate questions and address them proactively strengthens your written communications. If you manage social media accounts or digital content, your posts today strike a chord with your audience, potentially reaching beyond your usual sphere of influence. The afternoon brings a slight shift as the moon squares Neptune, introducing a dreamy quality to your typically precise expression style. While this might momentarily cloud your legendary attention to detail, it simultaneously enhances your creative communication abilities. Metaphors, analogies, and illustrative examples come more naturally, adding depth and dimension to your explanations. This balance between precision and imagination makes your communication particularly compelling today. Conversations with colleagues reveal unexpected dimensions as you find yourself more willing to venture beyond purely practical matters. The typically compartmentalized Virgo approach relaxes today, allowing for more holistic discussions that integrate multiple perspectives. This integration of ideas across subjects showcases your intellectual versatility and positions you as a valuable connector in team environments. For Virgos involved in writing projects, today's energy supports both technical precision and narrative flow. Whether you're drafting business documents, creative works, or personal correspondence, your words carry a natural rhythm that engages readers while delivering clear information. Editing tasks benefit from your enhanced ability to spot inconsistencies without becoming overly critical of stylistic elements. Active listening becomes one of your superpowers today. While Virgos typically excel at analytical listening, you now find yourself equally attuned to emotional subtext. This balanced receptivity allows you to respond not just to what's being said, but to the underlying needs or concerns being expressed. Relationships of all kinds benefit from this deeper level of communication engagement. In educational contexts, your capacity to break complex subjects into manageable components shines brightly. If you're teaching or mentoring others, your explanations resonate particularly well. If you're the student, Your questions demonstrate both thoughtful preparation and genuine curiosity, earning respect from instructors and facilitating deeper learning. The evening aspects support meaningful one-on-one conversations as the moon trines Saturn. This configuration helps you address more serious topics with both sensitivity and structure. Discussions about future plans, commitments, or responsibilities benefit from your ability to balance practical considerations with personal values. Partners appreciate your thoughtfulness without feeling overwhelmed by excessive detail. Technology serves as both tool and potential challenge today. While your digital communications flow smoothly, remain vigilant about backing up important work, especially between 3 to 5 p.m. when Mercury briefly squares Uranus. This minor tension point could manifest as unexpected glitches or misunderstandings in virtual meetings. Having contingency plans demonstrates your characteristic preparedness. For those negotiating contracts or agreements, your attention to linguistic nuance proves invaluable today. You're particularly adept at identifying ambiguous phrasing that could lead to future complications. Your suggested clarifications come across as helpful rather than nitpicky, earning appreciation from all parties involved in the discussion. This is an excellent day to review important documents before signing. Health-related communications receive planetary support as well. If medical discussions are necessary, you'll find yourself able to describe symptoms with precise detail while also conveying how they impact your daily functioning. This comprehensive approach leads to more productive healthcare interactions and potentially more accurate diagnoses or treatment recommendations. Social connections benefit from your enhanced expressiveness today. Typically reserved Virgos might surprise friends with more candid sharing than usual. This openness strengthens bonds and creates space for deeper connections. Even casual conversations carry more meaning today as your authentic voice emerges with greater confidence. The communication theme throughout this day emphasizes integration, bringing together your natural analytical strengths with enhanced emotional intelligence. This balance allows you to remain true to your detail-oriented nature while expanding your expressive range. Notice how this integration affects your interactions and consider which elements you might wish to incorporate permanently into your communication style. For creative Virgos, artistic expression channels benefit from today's planetary positions. Whether through visual arts, music, or written forms, your ability to communicate emotional depth while maintaining structural integrity in your work is enhanced. Projects that have felt stuck might suddenly flow more freely as you access both technical skill and intuitive guidance. Workplace communication particularly benefits from your ability to translate between different thinking styles today. You naturally bridge the gap between big-picture visionaries and detail-focused implementers, ensuring all team members understand their roles in achieving shared objectives. This translational ability positions you as an essential facilitator in group projects. Mercury's trine to Jupiter also expands your perspective on educational matters. You might find yourself exploring new subjects or returning to learning areas previously set aside. Your capacity to connect disparate fields of knowledge creates innovative insights worth sharing with others. Consider documenting these connections through writing or teaching opportunities. Family communications take on a more balanced quality today. While you typically focus on practical matters in household discussions, you now find yourself equally attuned to emotional needs and relational dynamics. This holistic approach strengthens family bonds while still addressing necessary logistics and responsibilities. The evening hours bring a reflective quality to your communication. As the day winds down, you'll benefit from reviewing significant exchanges and integrating the insights gained. Journaling about key conversations helps consolidate learning and identifies patterns worth maintaining in future interactions. This reflective practice aligns perfectly with your nature as a continuous improver. For those working with international contacts, cross-cultural communication flows more smoothly than usual. Your enhanced sensitivity to different communication styles helps bridge potential misunderstandings before they arise. This facility with diverse expression forms proves particularly valuable in global business contexts or multicultural educational settings. As May 6th concludes, consider how today's enhanced communication abilities might be incorporated into your ongoing personal development. The planets have revealed capacities that remain available even when not so strongly activated. By consciously nurturing these expressive qualities, you continue evolving as a communicator who combines Virgo's legendary precision with an expanding range of expressive possibilities. Virgos are experiencing a particularly notable shift in their financial sector today as Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a favorable trine with Jupiter in your 8th house of shared resources and investments. This cosmic alignment opens doorways to financial opportunities that may have been previously overlooked or unavailable. With this powerful configuration, your analytical abilities are heightened specifically around money matters, allowing you to see patterns and possibilities that others might miss. The precise and methodical nature of your sign is being cosmically enhanced today, making this an excellent time to review investment portfolios, analyze spending patterns, or reconsider your budget allocations. Venus moving through your career sector simultaneously creates a harmonious aspect with Saturn, suggesting that financial opportunities may arise through professional connections or work-related projects. A senior colleague or authority figure could present an unexpected opportunity for additional income or resource sharing. Pay particular attention to communications received around midday, as they may contain valuable financial information or offers. With the moon in practical Capricorn activating your 6th house of daily work and service, there's an additional emphasis on finding financial opportunities through your everyday responsibilities and tasks. This isn't about dramatic windfalls, but rather about recognizing the value in what you're already doing and optimizing it for greater returns. For Virgos working in analytical fields, consulting, or information-based services, your specialized knowledge becomes particularly valuable today. Someone may be willing to pay a premium for your expertise or insights. The North Node's position indicates that stepping slightly outside your comfort zone regarding financial matters could lead to significant growth. Perhaps consider a calculated risk in an area you've been researching thoroughly. What distinguishes today's energy from other financially favorable days is the combination of opportunity with practicality. You're not being asked to make impulsive decisions, but rather to apply your natural discernment to promising situations. The 5th house activation by Uranus suggests that creative thinking about money matters yields unexpected benefits. Consider unconventional approaches to your financial challenges. For those Virgos involved in side businesses or freelance work, today marks an excellent time to raise your rates or introduce premium services. The current planetary alignment supports appropriate valuation of your skills and services. Neptune's subtle influence reminds you to also consider the less tangible aspects of wealth and value exchange. Sometimes the most profitable opportunities aren't immediately obvious in monetary terms, but build valuable relationships or knowledge that converts to financial gain later. Pay attention to recurring thoughts about money or resources today. Your intuition is receiving cosmic enhancement, particularly around financial discernment. The Saturn-Jupiter relationship in your chart today suggests balancing conservative financial approaches with strategic expansion, perhaps allocating most resources prudently, while setting aside a carefully calculated portion for growth opportunities. With Mercury's strong position, contracts or agreements signed today tend to favor your financial interests. Though, as always, read the fine print carefully. Your natural attention to detail serves you well in this regard. By day's end, make time to document any financial insights or opportunities that have emerged. This planetary configuration suggests that the seeds planted today could grow into significant financial developments over the coming 3 months as the current aspects develop and mature. Trust your analytical capabilities while remaining open to unexpected pathways to prosperity. As May 6, 2025 unfolds for Virgo, several cosmic alignments create distinct pockets of fortune in your life. The Sun, traveling through your ninth house of expansion and higher knowledge, illuminates opportunities for growth through educational pursuits and philosophical exploration. This is an excellent day to apply for advanced studies, submit research proposals, or engage with mentors who can guide your intellectual development. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter, expanding your fortunate areas to include communications and short-distance travel. Unexpected meetings during commutes or local events could lead to valuable connections. Financial fortune appears through collaborative endeavors as Venus activates your eighth house of shared resources. This could manifest as loan approvals, scholarship opportunities, or beneficial investment proposals from trusted partners. Your career sector receives positive energy from Mars in your 10th house, making this a fortunate day for advancing professional ambitions, particularly in projects requiring precision and analytical skills that naturally align with your Virgo talents. The Moon in Aquarius stimulates your 6th house of daily routines and wellness, bringing fortunate developments in health-related concerns. Perhaps a new treatment option becomes available, or a health insurance matter resolves in your favor. Neptune's influence in your relationship sector creates a fortunate atmosphere for deepening emotional bonds, especially those built on mutual respect for each other's individual paths. Those Virgos working in service industries, healthcare, or analytical fields will find particular fortune today as your natural attention to detail aligns perfectly with cosmic energies supporting methodical approaches. Technology upgrades or system improvements initiated today have a protective blessing, likely to function smoothly without the usual debugging period. For Virgos seeking employment, fortunate opportunities may arise in research institutions, educational organizations, or companies with international connections. Jupiter's placement suggests that foreign contacts or overseas opportunities could prove especially beneficial during this period. Your sixth sense for practical improvements is heightened today. Trust your intuition about ways to enhance efficiency in your daily life, as these adjustments will yield dividends far beyond what you might initially expect. The evening hours bring a fortunate alignment for social gatherings where intellectual discussion flourishes, potentially connecting you with someone whose knowledge complements your own expertise. For Virgos in creative fields, fortunate inspiration comes through methodical exploration rather than waiting for the muse. Structured creative exercises will yield surprising results today. Areas involving detailed planning, organization, and systematic improvement are particularly blessed for you on this day. Your natural Virgo skills are cosmically amplified, allowing you to see solutions